we've challenged ourselves to eat healthier. But the kicker is on a $75 a week budget for both of us.
So, watch our intro and we'll get right into it.
So here's our breakfast.
Ooey gooey oatmeal.
Steel cut rolled oats.
Yes, no garbage ingredients.
No garbage. And we have things we put in. There's
organic raw
raw
unfiltered
honey.
Organic pure maple syrup.
Yep, maple syrup, no additives. Cinnamon, just regular cinnamon, not the cinnamon sugar. We got this granola, this purely Elizabeth organic granola. It's about the best one we could find. If there's others out there that you recommend, let us know. But it didn't look like it had all the sugar and everything in it. We like coconut flakes. Those are unsweetened, as you can see. And some flaxseed. And those blue things right there are blueberries.
And chopped pecans.
Oh, and some pecans.
Yep.
So that's what we've been eating for breakfast. You know, every once in a while we swap it up with some yogurt and fresh fruit. Mm-hmm. But you know, we've got away from the big breakfasts and fried potatoes and all that stuff. So this is, you know, we feel better. Mm-hmm. And the oatmeal really sticks with you through the morning until you get to lunch.
If you like toast, we do that with our homemade bread. You can have a piece of toast with some honey on it.
That's right. So that's what we do. Usually, you know, we'll have a couple of cups of coffee in the morning, take the dogs for a walk. We come back, have us some oatmeal, and start our day.
Yeah. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, we're trying. We've got this concept, and I don't know if we can do it for everything. And the concept is cook once, eat twice.
Yes.
So maybe try and cook around lunchtime, eat lunch, and have enough held over that you can use that. You either eat the same thing at dinner, or use what you use for lunch to incorporate into another meal for
repurpose
dinner.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is going to be a little series of cooking lighter, cooking healthier.
All right. Yeah. So
Everything on the list.
yeah, for the whole week. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, I want to be in the movie too. Super nice store here.
Yeah. They're probably the nicest.
We've got one roll of paper towels at the house, so we're going to need to grab some more paper towels. But you know, that's not on our meal list, but it's the other part of the budget.
Right.
So we want to grab some cauliflower and romaine lettuce.
$3.49 for the romaine. This one or the big one?
The big one. I think the big one will last for the week. You're welcome.
It was $2.29.
$2.29. Oh, you got one for the.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It is that 54 cents a pound?
One thing about shopping fresh is you hardly even buy anything in the canned goods or anything, or nothing in the canned goods or like any kind of the prepackaged. You don't even go down the aisles anymore.
No, not really.
Most of our shopping's here.
Here
or
in the fresh produce.
or in meat.
Yeah, meat. And then, because the seasonings last us for quite a while, so you rarely have to go get new seasoning.
Yeah. Did you got okay, we got a bag. Let's go get some avocados.
Okay.
I'm gonna get these, get the Haas ones, because
those Florida ones just don't taste as good, do they?
I didn't think so. I thought I didn't think those big ones had much flavor.
Geez, getting enough to juggle with. All right.
All right, so avocados are
Oh, we
79
want to get
cents
some,
each.
some tomatoes too, didn't we?
Yeah. No cheese. All right, so the chicken, a lot of times they have those breasts in the 8-packs, or 8 to a pack, or
Here's the
yeah,
big
one of
packs.
those. You thinking fish and shrimp, or just shrimp?
Huh?
Fish and shrimp, or just shrimp?
Both. Okay.
So as you guys can see, it's a pretty decent
great
little
day. You too.
fish area here.
So
Rainbow trout, catfish fillets.
15, so about $16.50. When we look at these tomatoes, that's the one of the reason we make our own tomato sauce. This has sugar in it, salt, we don't know how much salt, citric acid, calcium chloride, and natural flavors. When you hear natural flavors, run.
Run.
Because you don't know what that is.
That's right.
That's why we do our own. I love yellow rice until you get to looking at the ingredients, and it's like, man, it's got some of the stuff I can't even pronounce, man. Diamond monorate, I don't know.
If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it.
Exactly.
All right, go.
So we're shopping. You never know who you're going to run into. Got another YouTube enthusiast. So, you know, we had a nice chat over by the fresh vegetables, ran into each other around the cereal. Thought hey, you know what? Let's get him on camera.
There you go.
My fiance is hardcore, watches YouTube and food channels and dieting and everything. So I'm sure she's going to watch this. Yeah,
That's
see what you
awesome.
guys
Then
do.
she'll see
That's
you on our
awesome.
video.
And I like the $75 per week. So.
We're going to try. We're
We're
going to see
going
if
to
we can
try.
do it.
Working on it.
All right, great.
It was nice to meet
Good
you.
meeting you.
You too.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to check out here and see how well we did. Of course, I will say that some of the items that we get, like the granola or the maple syrup and the honey, those things will last us, my goodness, a month or two, especially for the maple syrup and the honey. The granola is about a month. And like Daniel said, like the fish and shrimp, we can get 2 meals out of that. So we shall see. And of course, the paper towels are not in our meal budget. That's our separate budget. So I'll have to subtract that from there. All right, so are we ready to see the final total? Right, Raggy. $146.16. But I'll break that out because some of this is more than 1 week. Some of it will go into week 2.
Yeah, them chicken thighs will last us a couple weeks.
Yeah, the chicken thighs will last a couple weeks. And we got our paper towels in here, which are not in our meal prep budget. And like I said, there will be a few items here that last longer than a week. So I'll break that down when we get back to the house and I'll show that total to you. See you when we get there. All right. All right, guys, so we made it back and we're just gonna bring in the groceries and I'll start working on that breakdown. All right, scoot over. Come on, get on in here. Best thing to do is just set them right there on the floor, babe, and I'll grab them. Pull out what I need. All right, get your nose out of there, girl.
That temperature's dropping.
I can feel it, yeah.
Whose shoes is all in front of my area?
Who walked across the carpet with their shoes on?
That's the only time I'm allowed to is when I'm bringing groceries
No.
in.
Oh, that's nice and creamy. Look at that. Ooh, you guys got to see this. This is one of our meals that we do. Tell them what it is, babe.
Cowboy beans.
Cowboy beans.
That's what I call them.
Look
Pinto beans.
Look how creamy they are. And that'll go 2 meals, right? Maybe 3.
We'll eat them for lunch and dinner, and then I'll use some of these beans and put them in our chili for tomorrow.
Nice. See, 3 meals. For how much?
For that? Well, we just bought a bag of
for $1.65.
Yeah, yeah.
So $1.65, and just I might have used this much onion and bell pepper, and I actually had a little bit of sausage I put in there. And other than that, just a little bit of seasonings.
So if we just grossed it up $3.
Wouldn't be that. So here's our lunch. Some tortillas that Terry made the other day. Just warmed those up. Got our beans, cowboy beans, bell pepper, onion, sausage in them. Of course, I gotta have me some hot sauce. But like I said, you know, for lunch, you can't beat it, man. And for the price, you know, it's cheap as nothing.
Yep.
And you know what?
And look at those tortilla shells.
Yep.
Ooh, don't they look good?
And you know, it does the trick, doesn't it?
Yes.
What do? We eat to live, not live to eat.
Live, not live to eat.
That's right.
Yep. Keep them busy, girls. No matter how old they are, keep them busy.
All right. So, going to make chili. And what we're going to do, we're going to make it from scratch, everything. So, the first thing I do is make the tomato sauce that's going to go in my chili. And it's very simple. Tomato. You see, that's the core end right here. So this end, we're going to just put an X on top. That's all we're doing. Then I'm going to put them in some water and bring that water up to a boil. I'll cover it. I'll probably let it boil for 1 or 2 minutes. The tomatoes been boiling for a little bit. You can't see it, but they're already pruning up. What I'm doing now, I'm gonna drop them in this cold water. Okay, so I got my tomatoes out, they're cooling off. I'm gonna go ahead and brown my hamburger up. I'm using 93.7, 93% beef to 7% fat. So lean, really lean ground beef. And I'm got about 3/4 of a white onion, a big white onion, and a whole green bell pepper. Since this is lean, it ain't going to put out no fat. So I'm just cooking everything in the pot at one time. You won't even have to drain the meat. So in they go. Everybody in the pool. Got an escapee here. What's this skin? Look at that, see it? It just comes off in big pieces. You don't want to boil these more than a minute or two, but if not, you end up having stewed tomatoes, and it's going to be harder to try and peel them and stuff like this. So about a minute or so, bring that water up to a boil, drop them in there, and you yank them out and throw them in some cold water. Okay, our meat's brown. Tomatoes in here. What I'm going to do now is, real quick, I'm going to give them a smash, because I've cut out the cores, dice them up with a knife. Now they're about to go in. In they go. Now it's time to put our seasonings in. What do we got? Chili powder, garlic, cumin, salt, pepper. Everybody goes in. Give her a stir. But you know what? Them beans we made earlier, over there. Guess what I'm doing with some of them? Just like that. If you don't like beans in your chili, don't put them in. One thing we like, me and Terry like chunky chili. I know some people kind of want it soupy or whatever. Man, if I want soup, I'll eat soup. We like chunky chili. Luckily, my wife likes chunky men. I might be out of business. There we are, it's bubbling away. Tell me that don't look like good chili. If you say it don't, you don't know what you're talking about. No, it's doing good, guys. Stand by. All right, dinner time. Chili's done. What's the verdict, babe? Good, right?
That's good.
Nice hearty chili. See how dark it is.
I know, right? Now that's chili.
And you know, and everything's from scratch. You guys saw everything I did, everything I put in it. You know, we simmered it for a few hours and didn't do anything else to it. Turned out great.
$1 a bowl or something?
Yeah, $1 a meal.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yep.